Hello people, Newbie again. Thanks for watching. And I really mean that. I'm amazed at the number of views that I've gotten on these videos. And I really appreciate your sticking with me, so to speak. If you're getting bored with me, sorry. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm just having too much fun. But and also thanks everyone who has subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't, please do so. It's real easy. All you have to do is hit that little red button that should be right down there in the corner of the video. And it's appreciated. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And then there's also some bells that you can click on and to be informed of when a new video goes live and those sorts of things. But anyway, I appreciate all your support. So what we're doing today is it's really coming together. Today it actually begins to look like, I mean, yeah, that mountain area started to look like a real layout last week, but now we're starting to really get to the point that it looks like something. And what you're going to see today is I shot some videos with my cell phone, and I am really sorry for the video quality. I'm an old man. I have a real problem holding a camera steady, and you know, the shakes and so forth. So I actually bought this thing. I'm going to give it a try. It's a camera stabilizer that's supposed to help me keep the camera steady. And by the way, what I'm shooting right now is not on a cell phone. I've actually got a 35 millimeter that has a good video camera, and that's what I use to shoot this segment from. And so I'm going to use this on the 35 in the future, so hopefully it'll work out better than these videos with a cell phone. But anyway, here's what we got for you today. I finally got tired of tripping and stepping on stuff all over the floor, and this morning I decided, hey, it's time to do some cleanup. So I pull out the shop vac, I sweep the floor, pull out the shop vac, and get all the junk out of my way. Really, because where I got to was, you see, I'm continuing to build out the mountain area, and of course, there has to be a reason for a mountain. It can't just happen, right? And so all that pink foam you see there in the front, that's going to slope down, and it's going to slope down to this area here, right where you see, I'll move over here, you see where the track comes out of the tunnel back in there, and then it's that turnout, it splits and goes into the double track that will come into the yard area, or I'm sorry, into the station area. And then the main line, of course, is going around, which in this view here is to the right. And then it comes around into what's going to be the town area. Well, one of the things I run into was that I'm really not sure how far I can bring that mountain slope out this way before I run into trouble with what the rest of the town or the scenery and building layout is going to be. So I decided that the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start carrying buildings in and do a layout of where buildings are going to be, where the town's going to be, and all of that sort of stuff right in this area here, so that I don't hand tie or hog tie myself in the future with how I build out that mountain. So that's where I am now. I came up with a couple other ideas this morning as I was struggling. I've got this scene right here that is from AKA Joe's layout, and it is really neat. I really like this, but I was really struggling with how to work it into my layout. You see, I don't know if I showed this to you before, but You see there's sand volleyball players and there's people in the pond. I mean, this is really cool. And I really wanted to use this, but it's pretty big. And I was having trouble finding a spot for it. Well, this morning I found the spot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right there in that corner. I'm going to cantilever it off the workbench, and I'll move out some of that lumber that I've got stored back there, and I'm going to put it right there. It'll actually come right up close to the track. The pond will be right up close to the track, right there in that curve. And I'm thinking that's going to work. Another scene that I wanted to use, there's a farm scene, and I'm working on that basically on a little plateau right over there just short of the mountain, that maybe I might have that farm situated in there. Anyone that would care to guess how many times this is going to change, leave me a comment. Anyway, I've got buildings arranged in some semblance of order. The general idea is we'll have, this is City Hall right here, and so there'll be a big intersection there with a little city park across the street, and a fire station over here, a nice little row of shops on the main street, tall building on the main street. Excuse me for moving the camera so fast. Try to slow down and not make you dizzy. So basically the main street there'll be two main drags here, and you see right across the railroad track there is the bank building and some other stores, a church with a school next door. And then we have some more businesses, and then we move over into some industrial area. And then you see back over here on this side is the big yellow building I'm going to use as the power plant, and some other industrial buildings there with some rail service. And then we go down this area here, and we have the Denny's, we have a little ice cream shop, drive-in thing, an auto repair shop, a little strip mall, bus station right across the tracks from the train station, as a matter of fact, and then a row of apartment buildings. And then I've got these houses situated, they're just sitting here. Who knows exactly where they're going to end up being. Where this red house is right here is actually where I plan to put that farm scene. And then we get up here, up in the mountains, and you see there's the sawmill, and this is a hotel type lodge building that I thought might go well up there. And then this is kind of a Swiss appearing outdoor restaurant, so I thought, wow, that's a good place for that. And then you see in the background there, I've got the plan for a highway bridge to come across the river over to the monastery on the hilltop. And so that's kind of where I am right now with a preliminary design. Of course, the coal mine's back here back in the corner. And it's starting to take shape, so I'm going to play with this a little bit and see if this is exactly what I want to do, but I don't know. There's all kinds of things that can change. One of the things that I'd like to have some pretty wide streets, but who knows how this is going to end up turning out. And that's pretty much it for what we've got for today. Again, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you stick with me. And so let's see what's going to happen.